back to Basics Mom here. So today I'm going to try and give you a tour of my reworked craft space. And my space is still pretty rustic, so it's nothing fancy at all. It's a lot of repurposed stuff, a lot of the most inexpensive I can find, and a lot of it is still a bit of a work in progress, as most of us with our craft spaces are. So let's see what we can see. Be right back. All right, we are back. So I'm going to do my best to make this not super shaky, but I have no guarantees, and it might take me a couple of times to figure this out. So this is kind of the basics of, you've seen pictures of my wall if you follow my Instagram and Facebook, and if you follow my blog, but this is my updated workspace. I found these shelves free at the end of a friend's driveway recently, and I worked really hard to update them and scrubbed a lot of rust and painted a lot of Rust-Oleum and tried to get them so they're usable. So this is kind of just a quick view. I have 3 shelves, and I'm going to try to not show you, like, because I share my space with like my laundry area and where my husband and I sleep, and it's an unfinished basement, so it is what it is. So I will go through things, but I will pause to change views here and there. So hang on, I'm going to switch it around to show you my desk. Alright, so this is my desk. This is the view you usually see when I film my videos. This is a little bit of a backed up look. And yeah, you can see some of the rest of my basement back there. My husband's weight bench way in the back, and some other stuff over here I still have yet to take care of. But yeah, this is my desk. And usually I have my computer down here, my laptop, and that usually sits right here, and I either watch YouTubes or Amazon Prime or whatever. We do have a big TV which we just moved. You almost can't even see it now. I have to pull that curtain back. When I took my unit out, that was my storage, we put it over there and it moved the TV, so I can't see it too much anymore, but that's okay because I have a little TV right there, which is awesome. So yeah, so this is my basic desk setup, and I'm gonna show you the side coming in from the other way, so hang on one second. Alright, so this is the normal view when I'm coming down to the basement to work. This is how I approach. Now, I wanted to show you, this whole thing with my desk started because my husband, we had this, I'm going to turn off the light and see if that makes a difference. See if you can still see. You can still see a little bit. That fluorescent light, I don't remember where he got it, but he got it for free. And then I got him to install that there, and he also installed 2, I'm going to turn the light back on so don't go blind, junction boxes for electricity up there. He was able to pair it off an older one and make me a plug up there, so that really revolutionized things for me. So yeah, so what I have, I'm going to turn this light back off so I don't blind you, is on the side of my desk, I have hanging off, I have, gosh, what are those stupid things called? A surge protector with multiple plugs coming off that, so I have that one. And then when I added my TV and my scan and cut, I added another one over here. So it's not quite so many plugs coming off one outlet. So I have 2 different boxes there. So not everything's running all the time. So I have, like, there's a plug for my laptop here, charger for my phone, and this charger I end up using for my phone, for my new iPad, for multiple things that I need to charge down there that just have a USB. Yeah, so I keep my glue gun hanging here all the time. It is not plugged in all the time because it doesn't have an on-off switch, but I do keep my glue gun there, and I keep my heat gun there, and I keep it there all the time because I can reach it from where I sit at my desk. So then I have my trusty tool turnabout. You can ask my friends. I take this whenever I go to a crop. I love this because I can just grab it and go. The last couple of times I did not take the whole thing, and it was okay, but I like just being, I don't like having a futz with putting everything back, so it's nice I just throw this in a bag and I'm good to go. It's got just about every kind of little tool that I would need for going to a crop. Alright, this is my main desk area, and I'm going to try and show you a little bit more in depth what everything is here. This changes a lot. It just kind of depends on what I'm working on and kind of my interests change. So this has changed a lot since I got this unit, which again, if you haven't heard me talk about it before, I got this at a garage sale before we built our new elementary school. They had a big garage sale and I got this for like $5. I love it. It's got the drawers, embossing powders. I have my color bursts back there, watercolor color bursts back there. These are not, they're just wood drawers. They don't slide the best, but they work pretty good. This is all my glitter, Nuvo drops, things like that. This is, I keep my palette right here. Like this has a lot of the color bursts in it, and I just set it aside to dry and save it and reuse it. And I try to put it under somewhere where it's not going to collect a bunch of dust. Just a few random items. This is my scrap paper, which I do not dig through nearly enough. I need to do better at that. So I'm still working on a lot of my newer stamps, getting them packaged for storage. So I have my supplies for doing that in here. And a few mishmash items. I know I have a lot of mishmash, but you know, we do the best we can. This little box right here is for images that are already cut and colored and ready to go on a card. So they're just in this little, it's an old Stampin' Up! Box from a stamp. And then I have 3 more. This is images that are stamped and waiting to be colored. So various stuff in there. This one is, I think this is mostly like backgrounds that are already done and just kind of waiting. Some, you know, cards that are waiting to be completed, bookmarks that are waiting to be completed, things like that. Things that are colored and bigger things than the little individuals. And these were some pens that I just kind of wasn't sure if I wanted to keep or get rid of. These are like shimmery watercolors, and these are more permanent metallic pens. So I just kind of wasn't sure what I want to do with them, so I stuck them in there. Let's see. These are watercolor pens. These are all my combos. Artist Loft, just kind of whatever I've gotten on clearance or with coupon deals. These are my Stabilos, which I haven't used a whole lot yet, but I do really like them. My ink pads that are my go-to. My trusty Creative Memories trimmer, which I've had forever and I still love it. My 2 tape runners. This is the Scotch ATG that has the 1/2-inch tape. I got that on a major clearance deal, and I might get rid of that once I'm done with the tape for it. My trusty ATG gun. I love this. It's my favorite. I find that their tape is the best value for their money. A lot of people don't like this because it's so big and bulky and it doesn't work well for them, and that's fine, but I just love it. Let's see. My water, I just got this recently, my little water bin, silicone water cup, which I love. My ginormous Ranger Black. I don't use this very much. I don't know why, but it's my Ranger Black ink pad, a spare stamp scrubber. This is just a piece of laminated cardstock. I use it for a palette. So that's that. So this is cards in progress right here. This is stuff I've colored and I really want to finish up. I was testing out some new watercolor paper on these. This is a video I'm still working on, finishing up the editing and doing the voiceover for. This is some coloring, Copic coloring I did one night sitting with the family, and I want to get cards made for it because those have a intended purpose and I need to get those done by next weekend. So my stamp scrubber, this is my favorite stamp and scrub. This is my stamp scrubber, and this is that new mat that I just hauled not too long ago. I like the size of it for working on, for filming. It helps me stay in frame, so I like the size of it. And let's see, tucked under here I have some of that new watercolor, that B paper that I've been trying out. This is a bunch of pens. Like if you watched my pen haul video not too long ago, pretty much a lot of those pens that I hauled are in here, and I'm just kind of experimenting with them slowly. These are tags and kind of half-made projects, but it's a lot of tags. Ooh, I'm so sorry for bumping you. This is scan and cut blades for my trimmer, pencil sharpener. I haven't used this yet, but this is the universal pen holder for my scan and cut. Excuse me. These are my Prismacolor pencils. This is the best. If you buy one of the larger sets of Prismas, I highly, highly, highly recommend treating yourself to this beautiful case. Comes in many colors, but it is just gorgeous. So you can fit them all. It's all the colors. It's just lovely. So highly, highly recommended. Let's see, this is my new to me iPad, which I am very thankful for. It's my Copics. I have a few more that I'd like to add, but not too many, although my bin is perfectly full. Like, I don't think I could fit another one in there, but this has worked really well. I can take it upstairs. I do store it. You saw I keep it stored on its side here, and then when I bring it upstairs, I just can carry everything with me, so it's nice. I don't have to pick out my colors I want or anything like that. So yeah, I really like that. And it's just an art bin. I got it on clearance. I think I did a haul video with it when I had gotten all my pens. And then this is just my cord that I always need for charging. My homemade stamp positioner. I'm going to angle the camera just a little bit better. My homemade stamp positioner, my Tim Holtz stamp positioner, and the last couple of Unity kits that I really want to use and do something with, and then just some cardstock with pre-stamped images and things on it or behind that. So I think that's pretty much it for my desk area, except right over here you can see I have, and I'm trying to angle the camera, my scan and cut. I can push it back all the way under this little wire shelf. It's just pulled out because I was using it yesterday. But I can put the screen down and it fits. I have to lift the shelf up a little bit to get it in there, but excuse me, it fits really well. So yeah, that's it for my actual desk area. A little bit of an in-depth look at that. So moving on. All right, I'm a little afraid to show you my drawers, but I'm going to show you my drawers. So this will be my first time doing that. This desk, by the way, we've had this desk for 15 or 16 years, and it moved from our old house to here when we came here 13 years ago. But I got it for $5 at a garage sale, and my husband doesn't love it because it's heavy, so that's his new rule. Nothing heavy can come down to the basement, which I totally understand. You know, we're not getting any younger. But this drawer keeps a lot of like leftover sewing stuff from when I used to sew a lot. So it's got a lot of, and it's a little bit messy, but it's got a lot of sewing basics. It's got my sewing scissors, my pins, some mishmash stuff, seam ripper, pretty much a lot of basics and stuff that I generally throw in there that I want to be right handy. This one is where I have, a few months ago, sorry, squeaky drawers, this is all my Stampin' Up! Cardstock, and I have them in the job folders. I learned that tip from Jennifer McGuire. These are the heavy duty job folders, and then that is a bunch of other papers, good papers. This is my Gina K, which I really need to start using. I'm just kind of, it's so pretty, I'm afraid to use it. Watercolor paper. I think this is a bunch of a mishmash. That's more Stampin' Up! Paper. This is all watercolor paper. And any of my watercolor or my other like mixed media paper that fits in this drawer, I have in this drawer. And then in the back, I just have some techie stuff. I saved these containers from when we got our cats. I had medication for them in them because I like the size, so I'm trying to figure out what to do with those. But a lot of mishmash, a lot of like cords and cables and stuff that I don't use very often. So let's see. Kind of funny, under my desk, there's some boxes, but I use those to put my feet on. And then this stool, this is just a folding step stool that I got. I got this at Tuesday morning a while ago. And I like to rest my feet on it because my desk is high and my chair is high like a drafting chair. So I ended up wrapping an old pillow around it and covering it with fleece. So it makes it much more comfortable for my ankles. And then if I'm standing and working, I can pull out, just slide out that mat and stand there, so it's a little easier on my feet. Alright, so I forgot to add when I was showing you under my desk, which yes, there is some mess under there, but I have these two pink pieces on either side of my desk, and I wanted to tell you what those are for. They are just fleece, and I have two of them. And I put a magnet on the back, and what it's for is so my knees don't hurt when they are resting against the side of my desk. And not only that, is even when we have the wood stove on down here in the winter, it can be kind of chilly, and this desk is metal, and it really holds the cold. So when I would be laying my knees on the underside, which I have some other magnets that are just kind of waiting there, hanging out, it would make me really cold because I'd rest my knees there and it's super cold. So I had these scraps of fleece and it's 3 layers thick, and I just folded it up and kind of pinned them together. And I had these strips of sticky magnet, which the sticky wasn't good enough, so I had to use hot glue. And I've had to redo them a couple of times. But it is just a lifesaver because also being, I'm not getting any younger. I'm in my late 40s, and so my knees are getting a little knobby. So when I rest my knee on there, it doesn't hurt, and it keeps me warm. So yeah, that's what these pink things on the underside of my desk are. So, okay, other set of drawers. These are sort of organized, but they've gotten a little bit messy again the last few days. I was cleaning my scan and cut mats yesterday, so that's sitting right there, and my chamois usually is sitting on one of the handles. This drawer, I've got a lot of adhesives in here because I like to keep them handy. A lot of basic embellishments, like my jewels and stuff like that. So kind of a lot of basics. My brayer is in here now. It used to be in my turnabout, but I took it out. A lot of adhesives, a couple of cords I reach for regularly, things like that. This is my new mic, which I was going to use today, but we're going to just go with this and see how it goes. Yeah. So the next drawer, this one, it's got stamps that I have not yet put away. Usually stuff that's new to me. These are some extra alcohol markers. If you saw my marker haul last month, I got all these from like Hobby Lobby and stuff like that. So I've got all of those there. Stamps that I still have to put away, stuff that's new to me. Some I've packaged. I think I even have these in my Evernote. I just have to plug them into my storage system. So my watercolors, this is my new one. I just did a set of swatch cards yesterday for those. My Jane Davenport watercolors, my magnet sheets, and then these are I think these are by Doris. I'm not sure. It says bead storage solutions, but I think these might be by Doris, and I just love these. I have 2 of them. I know I did a video at some point when I hauled those. So, or packages, like stamp sets, orders that I've gotten that I either haven't done a haul video or just haven't gotten to putting away. Let's see. This one's mostly ribbon and twine and whatnot. So that's pretty much what's in that drawer. So my scan and cut, which I like it right here, and I got this little shelf about a year ago so I can put my laptop up there but still use my scan and cut when I was using this yesterday, so I have it pulled out, but if I'm not going to be using it, I can fold this down and I can actually fit it all the way pushed back under. So yeah, so I'm going to pause it for a sec and swing around and start showing you my shelves. Alright, so I have up there, oh focus, come on, why aren't you focusing? There we go. Up there, I just have cards that people have sent me, and I have a little piece of artwork that my daughter made me for my birthday. I have my speaker, which that is, it's a Bluetooth speaker, so it hooks up with either my computer or my phone, whichever I need it to, because sometimes my laptop volume is not very loud, especially if the water pump is going off down here, so I really like that. It also has a cord strung that goes directly to the TV across the way, so if I'm watching the TV over there, I can hear it over here without having to blast the TV volume, so it's kind of cool. It's like another external speaker. My husband rigged a cord over here so I can plug that in when I do that. So up there on the top, I have my laminator. It's covered up by that little cover and has the Club VIP sticker on it. So let's see. Right here, these are all my spectrums. I have some extra. This thing is so big. This is foam tape, but it's 1/4 inch foam tape. I just don't have anywhere to put it. So anyway, my spectrums are up there. And then, let me take my sign down. This is just some random stamp sets. Like these used to be wood. I pulled them off wood blocks. These are all what I have currently of woodblock stamps that I am not sure if I want to take off or not, but I'll leave them. Let's see. This is some mishmash stuff I'm not sure what to do with. Can't find a good way to organize it, whatnot. Let's see. And this is the bulk of my stamps, and then I have some on the next shelf down, but I've showed pictures of this before, but like I do have them in here. In these, I have them organized by category. In my Evernote app, I have them organized by stamp company, and then I just put tags as to like the categories they fit into. So, and I don't have enough where I need to like number them or anything. Like I know if I'm looking for a fairy stamp, you know, I can look at my Evernote and just be like, oh, I want that one, and I know right away it's in this section, but it's mostly helpful if I'm not here or if I'm shopping and not sitting right here. So yeah, this is all my stamps. And then I have right here is just some 12 by 12 paper that was left over. I have some, I wanted to split my paper up between 2 shelves just because of weight. But for stamps, these 2 are all of my Unity stamps, which these are both full to capacity. So I'm going to have to get another bin if I get any more Unity stamps. And then over here, that's all my embossing folders, and I have them mostly separated by category. So yeah, but this is all my solid paper. This one right here is all my pieces that I use like for backgrounds when I'm taking photos and whatnot. And then I have like all of my Stampin' Up! Paper is like designer series paper is in this one, and then just a mixture of paper pads. And then down here I have my 6x6 paper pads. I have some overflow paper pads in this, and this is my larger stamp sets that don't fit in my other organization, which is mostly Kindred, but I do have a couple others, and I think I have Altenew, Murda, let's see, it's mostly Kindred. Anyway, so that's that. And then this is all my regular distress inks and other mini ink cubes. I have 3 of those. And then this is a unit. Let me get my camera. This is my regular, this is my Good Digital camera. I just got it hanging there. Let's see. This unit I got at the thrift store a while back. It's actually for like little filing cards, like can't even think what they're called. It'll come to me. But this is all like pre-cut card bases and envelopes and things like that. And I have it labeled. It's just so I know what's what. And then this is all cards. Oops. Some are in bags, some are not. But this is just all cards that are all made and ready for giving. And then I put both my paper trimmers down here. And this box it's like scrapbooking stuff and punches, and I have my brother label maker in there, but it's like stickers and things like that for scrapbooking. Let's see right here, I've just got some spare supplies. I finally found the paintbrushes that my son gave me, some extra clipboards, another homemade stamping platform. Let's see, some paper pads that won't fit in my drawer. And this one's got like envelopes and tags that I've made and hang on, things like that. And then let's see, up here all the way to the top, that's a picture of my great aunt and my kids when they were little. Aren't they cute? She passed a while ago, but it's Auntie. And that little turtle, my daughter made that in art class. Let's see, just some like magazines and catalogs. This is basic, like generic supplies that I don't need very often. Let's see, foamy sheets, vinyl, kind of some stuff that doesn't fit anywhere else. My distress inks and my Ranger inks. Some open space, woohoo! Let's see, and then some of my Stampin' Up! Stamps. My Stampin' Up! Stamps are kind of all over just because of space, and I ran out of things to put them in. But this is my die cut area, but then I also shoved my inks to the back there because I don't use them very much. I'm actually thinking of selling those Stampin' Up! Ones. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can give us some more light. It's a little better. Then I have all my dies in here. That's all my dies. This is one of those clear bins similar to the Interdesign, but I think I got that one at Aldi. More paper. This is still got stuff in from the expos that I've been to earlier this summer that I'm still getting cataloged and put away. More Stampin' Up! Stamps. Let's see, more patterned paper. Let's see. Oh, this is my scale for when I was destashing and weighing postage. And then this is washi. And then a little bit more washi. And then some foil that I still have yet to use. Let's see. More Stampin' Up! Stamps. Some various storage containers, and that's like all my chemicals and things like that are kind of stored in there. Like my Gamsol's in the back there, and denatured alcohol and stuff like that. And down on the bottom here, this is mostly on the bottom, all bead making, jewelry making stuff, except for that, which is extra watercolor supplies. But this, like, I can't even get that drawer open. I gotta redo this. It's beads and stuff for jewelry making. More stuff for jewelry making type stuff. This is stuff that I have made. These are little push pins that I made. Necklaces, little pendants. So that's stuff that's all made in all those drawers. And then this is just full, I don't even want to pull it out, but it's all jewelry making type stuff. Let's see. Let's see, I've got a bunch of embellishments in that blue container right there. Those things just slide out. And that tall container is a bunch of my older jewelry making supplies. And this is all stuff that I'm just kind of not sure what to do with. I gotta figure out storage. Whole bunch of fingernail polish. These are all like decorative napkins. I was trying some techniques with these at one point in time, but all like from the Dollar Tree. This is my mess shelf. This is my hot mess. Yeah, gotta figure it out. My scan and cut mats. This is all my glues and adhesives that I can't fit in that drawer that I don't necessarily use as much. This has got mostly punches and stuff in there. And then I have another drawer next to it that's punches. It's getting kind of dark because it's getting towards the bedroom over here. But so my photo boxes and another drawer of punches. So that is about it for my craft room. So I apologize if I was really shaky or herky-jerky, and hopefully I didn't make you sick, but in a nutshell, that is my craft space. So I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.